Okay, so a few weeks ago we updated the sprockets on my dad's CRF250L. We took the front sprocket from a stock 14 to a 13, and we took the rear sprocket and bumped it from a 40 to a 42. Now in that video we were able to compare how accurate the computer was stock to then after doing it, and after making the change it did leave us with about a 10 mile per hour difference in what the speedometer is showing and what we were actually doing. And so because every mile, every time you ride the bike, it is kind of annoying to have to be doing the math on here. It's nice just to glance at your speedometer and know what you're doing. He did decide to go ahead and order the 12 o'clock lab speedometer adjustment. And so on the surface, this looks pretty easy. It looks like you go through and find the stock interface. You clip in this into that. And then what you do is find a nice place to tuck in this little block right here. And what this little block does is as the computer receives the stock signals, it applies a correction ratio to it. And then you can correct your speedometer to be dialed in and be accurate. And so I'm not too worried about installing this. We'll show you how that's done, but I'll be curious to see how hard this is to program. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We'll get the bike taken apart, get this calibrated, and let's go take it for a ride and see if we get this dialed in. Okay, with the side panel off, pull this bundle of wires out. I'll try to show you on here, but right there tucked in, that blue connector is where we got to get the adapter installed. So what we'll do is we're gonna see if we can just pop a screwdriver on it to pull it out and get the two connections made, and then we'll run the new adapter out to here. Okay, visibility is at a premium, but there is the new plug plugged into the old, and it's hard to get in here, but the other one's plugged in there. It's hard to reach in there, so I just recommend like a long pair of needle nose or something, kind of like helping fingers to get that in there. So now what we'll do is we'll get this stuff pushed in, get that tucked up. It came with some pull ties. And so, looking right here, what we'll do is we'll tuck this around. We'll find a nice home for it somewhere in here as we do it. But now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop on to the website and grab the calculator for how much of an adjustment we gotta do. So once I figure out what our adjustment are, we'll come back on here, we'll turn the ignition on, and we'll start programming this. Okay, so we've got the bike on, and we're gonna try to read these instructions here to walk through this. And so what we're after is a 16.6 negative adjustment. So the first step is to hold the button for 5 red blinks and then release. Then we're in adjustment mode. 2, 3. Okay, there was 5 red blinks, so we're in percentage adjustment mode. And then we wanna hold the button until the LED turns red. This selects a negative number. Green, red. Okay, so we got to go minus 16.6, and so we're going to hold per blinks for our number. Okay, there's 1, so now we need a 6. So there we're at minus 16. Now we need our decimal. Okay, so now we're at 16.6, and all is good. So at this point, we'll button this back up. We'll get the phone mounted up for a GPS comparison, and we'll go for a ride. All right. Well, that's looking great. Okay, so real quick, knowing that the phone has a little bit of a lag on the GPS, I think this is working really good, but we'll really tell as we get it up to speed. I'm literally shocked. This mod is perfect. I can't believe how easy and good this is working. Okay, so we're back from the ride, and you know what? That was actually a really pleasant surprise to have this be essentially spot on. You know, not to be a little negative, but it seems like a lot of times, you know, you do a mod and something happens. Something doesn't go as planned, it's harder to do, or there's a little bit of a glitch. I was fully expecting to need to do a little bit of a GPS calculation, again, you know, by a couple miles an hour, but this one went through no problem. So thumbs up on this piece. This device is excellent, and we were able to find it on Amazon for actually a really good deal. So I'll be sure to link the item in the description below so you guys can pick it up as well. It was a little cheaper than I'd seen it before. So, hey, if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel. And until next time, keep riding. Thanks for watching.